Good morning, everybody. So I wanted to go over you about the chosen ones and how you can tell if you're a chosen one. If you are a chosen vessel, you will have what I'd call the individual attachment to a shadow type individual, which is the narcissist. And they want desperately to attach to you, your light, and to draw off power and control. These narcissists see you and they see what they lack and feel the need to control and manipulate or diminish your shine or your light. Well, why does this happen and how can I protect myself? Well, like I always say, that they're your nemesis. So it's always like in this world system, you have your nemesis that comes to you because you have what they don't have. And so they seek to want it, but then they can't establish those traits for themselves. So then they have to manipulate and steal it from out from under you. And so it's a war. It's a war, and it's a secret war, pretty much. And in this war, we seek to uplift others just naturally, and the narcissist seeks to control through manipulation for things like validation and adoration. Narcissists thrive off feeding off the life source of the chosen ones, while the chosen ones thrive off spiritual growth, purpose, and truth. Okay? And so this is a unseen battle between good and evil. And if you've dealt with narcissists before, then you'll realize this is true if you are a chosen one, because this will hit you so hard that it will wake you up. The narcissist first comes in and they admire the chosen empath initially because they have all of these traits that they are lacking. But the problem with the narcissist, they lack foresight. They cannot learn from their mistakes. And so they always come in, if they ever meet a chosen empath, and initially they're admiring, and then after being with this individual, they find out they cannot possess these traits of authenticity. And so this turns into them starting to manipulate. They manipulate because they need to harness this control over the chosen one, because now they realize that they can't harness this energy and learn these traits and harness this energy for themselves. So now the only way that they can harness this energy is through domination and control over the chosen empath, so that they can harness this fuel and extract this fuel from them. I always say that the mask has got to be, if they can get a chosen one, which you may have been the first one they've ever met, so they didn't even know you existed out there, that people could be legit truthful and live their life in authenticity. And then you're usually both unawoke to some degree, because this triggers an awakening in both the chosen empath and the narcissist for who they are, that you learn from each other that you're each other's nemesis at the end of the shift, at the end of the cycle, whichever cycle it is. And so they need to extract this energy because they realize that it's pure energy. It's like virgin fuel, but you're using it. Your energy is always aimed towards higher purpose and authenticity, and they want to use it for abuse and manipulation, and it's the best fuel for them. Yeah, they corrupt it, but initially it's an unavoidable attraction between the both of you, and that's why they say that they crave the chosen empath. They really do. They're addicted to you. That's why they hate you, but they have to admire you in the beginning, and they come in for validation, admiration, adoration, and then they want power and control. So they see that they don't possess these gifts, this authenticity, this self-worth, and this truth. So they steal it and take it out from under you. First, they come in with showering admiration, praise, and they're fascinated by this empathy. Like I said, some of this is genuine. And then they use this manipulation after they've realized they can't have it for themselves. So then they gaslight you, manipulate you, and they turn everything toxic and upside down. And that way they can penetrate your aura and your energy field, so now that they can extract it for themselves. And this makes it very powerful for them. This makes them a very powerful narcissist. Like, it could bring them from a mid-range to a lesser narcissist to a mid-range narcissist almost in just a few months, just off that fuel. The empath chosen, they feel like now that they can fix or they can heal the narcissist, that they can make them see the light, and the narcissist knows this. And so they use this empathy against you, turning your world upside down. And when they turn your world upside down, then they know that they can control you. This is all witchcraft. And so they want to feed off the chosen light, so they will get you into different cycles so that they can control you and have manipulation and over you to change the whole situation. And it's incredibly damaging and draining for the empath. This is very damaging to the empath chosen one, so then they are left upside down, exhausted, and even second guessing their worth, their self-worth. And the key is to finding this out early in the stages and setting strong boundaries to protect those that seek to exploit your fuel and your recognition of worth. So over time in this, usually the chosen empath, because they have a strong sense of self and everything comes from inside and they're authentic in their truth, they usually eventually realize their worth and they shield themselves against the narcissist. Their authenticity is what brings their confidence, and it comes from the inside. So it makes everybody like narcissistic and narcissists feel very uncomfortable. And this is what causes them to want to come to you, because first, like I said, they want this, but then they also feel like that they can learn this, but they can't learn this because they're evil. And because they're evil and they don't walk in any truth, and we have commitment to truth, our actions match our words and our values, and they make us genuine, and we respect others. And so what happens is then the narcissist, they walk in a false persona and deceit and lies. They have a fragile self that's built on lies and illusions. And see, that's why we always talk that they can collapse at any moment, because they're built on lies and illusions and insecurities that they're covering up of themselves instead of dealing with them. And so this shakes up their whole world, even to their very core, exposing them over and over. You continue to expose them even when you don't want to, their false identity and their fake pretend reality. And this causes self-awareness, like I said, in both them and in us. It's a deep awakening from our authenticity. They try to discredit you and distort your truth. After that, they want to put a darker shadow self over your truth so that it'll make them feel good, and try to wear on who you are and your purpose in life. But because you are a chosen one, you are going to be a prime target, and they will always seek to control you and manipulate you. So you'll have to stay away from certain individuals, and you will see that there are going to be individuals out here like this when you never thought there was, and that you will continue to grow in your purpose. And they're empathy trappers. They'll trap you in cycles because you will continue to believe until you wake up that you can heal them, and you can't. And it's because that they're soul detached. And so then you'll start to realize that you will spot manipulations quicker, that you'll be vigilant in your truth. And that's why I choose to set you free, because your truth is what keeps you. All these other people other people that are not chosen empaths, they end up in psych wards off of themselves. They end up in the streets or in straitjackets. And in the case of, or doing cycles forever. And in the case of you, you start to align with your true authenticity and establish yourself. And through the adversity, it raises you up and makes you stronger. And you know that you have a greater purpose in this life. And self-preservation is what you seek for. And energy and empathy will emerge as a stronger self. So that's kind of how it works with the empath and the chosen empath and the narcissist. In short, I'm going to go deeper into this later. Thank you for watching. Until next time, soldier out. Peace, we out.